all right, I finally found a little bit of time to do stuff that I want to do, so I'm going to take advantage. Just finished marking up the charts. I have time to do that pretty much every day. But what I marked was the previous day high, previous day low, previous week high, previous week low, futures open, and the pre-market low so far for New York session. I haven't been able to mark a pre-market high yet because we haven't finished. But yeah, that's going great. I'm still working around the clock pretty much. My part-time is my full-time. I'm still looking for an additional job just to supplement the income that I will need until, because I don't have the other job, my teaching job any longer, which I'm fine with. A quick story about the me leaving the teaching job. So the school year ends on May 30th. I was a special education teacher, been doing this for 10 years. My caseload I just had was 22, 23. But some of the most challenging behaviors I've ever had to deal with in my entire life. It wasn't like stressing me or anything. It was just a lot to do. A couple months ago, they sent us some paperwork, like for the end of the year checkout, stuff we had to complete, forms, filing, and I just wasn't able to finish. I was not allocated adequate time at all. A lot of teachers work from home. I don't work for free. I don't know if that's like a normal thing, an industry standard. That's not an industry standard I can follow. I think it's equal compensation, or it's equal exchange there. I'm working, I'm receiving an income, you're receiving the product. But yeah, in this case, didn't happen like that. So the last week, or the week after the last week of school, I went in to complete the paperwork and do the forms. Before I even started, my first question was, will I be getting paid for this? I asked the person responsible. Her answer was, I believe you're good. Yeah, you're good. Just make sure you're clocked in, which I was. So that was on Monday. I went through Thursday. On Thursday, I finished everything. So on my way out, I said, hey, just double checking. I'll be getting paid for this, correct? And she said, actually, I think you don't get paid. Of course, that's not in my favor. So I sprung into action and emailed the central office and asked, hey, I worked after school's out, but me knowing my contract goes until June 30th, which is today, I figured I'd be good. They emailed me back saying, yes, you can get paid as long as it's approved by the person responsible for that and the principal. So I'm like, oh, great. So I text the person responsible. I said, great news. I can get paid. This is wonderful. Thinking that, of course, they want me to get paid too because I'm working. Boy, was I wrong. I got a text back saying the principal needs to talk to you. My initial thought is, about what? I did the work. Where it showed me the money, pal. But yeah, they proceed to call me on a conference call with some other people in the room. First question they asked me is, what made you think that you'd be getting paid? My simple answer was, because I worked. And she said, oh no, that's not in the budget. I wish you would have called me and asked me first so I could have told you no. Then I just wouldn't have came in and finished the work. I don't think I would have. I know me not finishing it would have set some other people back, but I was set back the whole year almost. We lost another teacher. Her work was passed on to me. I wasn't compensated any extra at all. Yeah, it was a tough situation. It didn't stress me out. It wasn't unmanageable, but just dealing with some of the biggest behaviors you can imagine. Broken windows, fist fights, more broken windows. Yeah, it was a lot. Teachers being injured. But I'm the case manager, so that's part of my job is to deal with it, which is fine. But yeah, then she proceeds to tell me that me getting paid after the school is ended is not in my budget. I didn't have a problem. For me, being at the mercy of others, these kind of things are expected. I know they're possible. I'm not like expecting the worst, but I just know it's a possibility. So I just calmly said, okay, cool. If you're gonna pay me, you're gonna pay me. If you're not, you're not. And it sounds like you're not, so I'm not gonna stress you about it. I'm not pressing you. Thank you very much. And that was the end of it. So yeah, I just didn't get paid for a full week, which that's a lot of money to me. But that week I worked 70 hours at my now full-time job at the pizza parlor. 70 hours in 1 week, it was a lot. I was exhausted, but gotta make up where you gotta make up. I've got a family, a house, provide. I've got to keep providing. So that's how my job bamboozled me. As far as trading, last week I took one live trade. I don't really have much to risk. I was in and out. My heart was beating as fast as it could beat. It was a nice trade though. I just really like using the open range breakout 30-minute candle, and adding Fibonacci's to that is a game changer for me. Because if you have a bullish bias and it goes below the 0.618 or the 0.5, you can pretty much, you can increase your probability of just going short and going against your own bias. And then otherwise, I mean, if it stays above, then you're increasing your probabilities. I know I'm not gonna be right every time, but I found a strategy that I really like. Supply and demand zones are charted on my chart. Those levels they're there. So that's like my base, but then I also use that open range breakout as well. With the Fibonacci's, I do use some EMAs like the 9, 21, 50, and 200. I don't have them on my chart at all times. I only use them like after market opens, or pretty much after I've already entered a trade. I throw them on there just for like, I use them as like trend lines. It's support and resistance essentially. But yeah, everything's going great. Still looking for an additional job. I'm working around the clock. I'm not distraught. Happy I'm able to do it. Grateful. And getting better at trading, charting, building my confidence. Just gonna keep going. If anyone has any trading advice, I'd be happy to hear it. As far as locks, they're looking healthy. I did a length check video. I'll be dropping that on the shorts. Yeah, took out those twists finally. Yeah, other than that, everyone keep progressing. Keep working for what you want. If you're one of those people who don't have to work for what you want, congratulations. I hope you're happy. And just, don't hurt other people. But yeah, for me, I'm not trying to hurt other people on my way up or my way to just ascending or making progress. Some people, they operate like that. They want to hurt other people. I don't want to do that. I know in trading, if I win, someone else is losing, but I'm not intentionally like, yeah, you're gonna get it, Buster. Yeah, I just worked, been teaching for 10 years, and I've seen people really go after people just to increase their status with someone who probably isn't really gonna help them. It's strange, but it's how people operate. Not me though. Well, traders, locksters, lock fans, I'm just watching charts. Yeah, keep doing your best, keep progressing, and until next time, I'm gonna try to stay a little bit more consistent. I'm more consistent than I've ever been just posting, but I could do better. And working around the clock is kind of tough, but hey, that sounds like an excuse to me. Till next time.